Hi there and welcome to Mark Bajerski YouTube channel. It really is lovely to get back from Ibiza. Although Ibiza is a beautiful island filled with lovely energy, well at least 90% of it, 10% is drugs and rock and roll, you know, and partying and raving, but 90% of the island is really spiritual and very, very sacred. So it's really interesting, the combination of the two. I wanted to talk to you today about something really interesting and something that I've been observing for 13 years now. And there is, how do I put this in a way that you'll understand? Well, I'll start at the beginning, I think, and I think it's a good place to start, isn't it? The beginning. There is light and dark within and around all of us at any given moment. You know, sometimes you feel happy, sometimes you feel sad, sometimes you feel angry, sometimes you feel euphoric. And this is the energy that's always around us at any given moment. And we talk about one of the reasons why we are here. And I think one of the reasons why we're here is to know thyself. And that means, who am I? What's my reactions? How do I behave in day-to-day life? How do I react to any given situation and challenge? So all of these things at the end of our existence, our life, our very short life of 100 years and a little bit more, what happens then? What do we see at the end of that? How do we judge ourselves at the end of it? Which is all amazing. You couldn't have one without the other. You couldn't have light without dark. So it has to be there. So the thing that I find fascinating is that people take it personally. People think, oh, I'm happy, so this is me, I'm happy. No, it's an energy you choose to feel. And then people also get very personal and think, oh, I'm dark, I'm depressed, I'm this. No, you're not. You've just chosen to feel and be in that energy. Well, today's an interesting topic because it's all about how do we keep ourselves from the darkness. And it's very interesting because it is a very fine line between the two. So here's a few pointers, a few tips on how to keep away from the dark or how not to slip into the darkness. Well, the first thing we need to do is our environment. We need to see what our environment is like. Meaning, when you wake up in the morning, where do you live? Who do you talk to? Who are your friends? Who are your family? These are essentially a very important part of staying in the light. Secondly, what do you put in your mouth? You see, if you're taking drugs, if you're taking alcohol, if you're taking cocaine, marijuana, all of these things, that is a very slippery slope that can tip you over the edge. It's really easy. And the reason why is because you're not fully aware of your actions and who you are, because there is no filter anymore, because you know what happens when people get drunk. You can see what happens to us. There's no filter. We just don't filter. We just become this either loud and crazy or angry, or so we're not really in tune with ourselves. We're not whole. We're not one. So we put substances inside us to make us behave differently. So we can choose that side of things, or we can choose the Mother Nature healthy side of things, which is fruit and vegetables, and with that, and plenty of water. And with that, we are aligned. Our body is healing and strengthening and awakening, and we're becoming stronger. So we're all of a sudden we hear about a certain herb or a root, and oh, ginger, okay, I'll try some ginger. Oh, get that down here. Wow, that's powerful. And all of a sudden you start to feel stronger and happier and better, and you see how certain things make you feel, right? So certain things you put inside your mouth make you feel either happy or sad or crazy or euphoric or whatever. So these are the two things that you have to be aware of, okay? And people often ask me about ayahuasca and all these kind of sacred, they call them sacred herbs. Where do you stand with that? Well, I have a simple answer to that. If you're taking, the frog, if you're licking the frog, if you're taking the splitting of the skin and putting the snake poison into you, and whatever your reaction is to that tells you, is that a natural reaction? So if I eat an apple, my reaction of my body feels that and feels electrified. If I drink ginger, or I take turmeric, or anything that and I feel that, it's a natural and a very balanced reaction, and I can feel a positivity inside me. If I take something which is like ayahuasca and all of a sudden I'm up all night, that's not a natural reaction. Your body is reacting differently in a way that you're becoming more out of balance. You're not in control of what's going on. So I always think that to be safe, it's always good to look at fruit and vegetables, herbs, in the way that are good for your body. You can argue, say, well, ayahuasca is a herb, yes, but there's magic mushrooms too, and that's like LSD. So we have to realize that Mother Nature also supplies us with stuff that can be a little bit heavy for our body. So I just think it's a matter of being aware. It's a matter of, I'm not here to tell you not to do these things. I'm just here to say, how does your body react to it? There are so many people who come to see me over 13 years and they do certain things that somebody else would do, and it would send them all over the place. So I suppose I would say, just listen to your reactions, see how anything affects you, and are you affected in a negative way? Do you feel bad? Do you feel low? And then listen to that and follow that. So now my life is more about following what feels right, and I will not be around people who are negative and make me feel bad. I will not digest things like alcohol anymore, which will make me feel bad. I get palpitations, my face goes red, I get like a stabbing in the heart, which means that alcohol isn't good for me anymore. So I'm listening to my body. And I think that's what I'm trying to say here. I think there is a fine line between doing good in life and doing not so good things. And I think if you want to stay on the right side of the light, instead of tripping into the dark and struggling along that journey, I think it's as simple as listening to your body, what you put inside your body, and your surroundings and the people who are in your life. I think that's it, really. I don't know if this made any sense to you today, but I wanted to say that because I came back from an island called Ibiza, and I know that San Antonio and Pasha and all Paradis and all them clubs which are filled with people who like to party and do these kind of drugs, that's one side of the island, and I've seen that, and I think kids are starting to realise that's not really the way forward anymore, because they're realising that life is more than drugs and partying. And I think the more I work with teenagers in the academy here, the more I realise they're looking for something else, and which is great, it really is. So I hope this video has helped a few of you, I really do, and try and stay in the light, because there is a fine line there, guys. There really is, for all of us. So I work daily to stay in the light. I do good deeds. I'm as kind to myself these days than I've ever been. I'm kind to others as much as I can be, but I still put myself first now and still look after my body and take care of myself as much as I can. And always look towards the fun and the enjoyment of life. That's so important. And strive for good things in life. Look for the happiness and live for the dreams and all the wonderful things that are coming into your life, which they are. If you're feeling down, then maybe this video has helped you a little bit to maybe start to think about what you eat. Keep away from processed foods, guys. Keep away from all the bad stuff. Keep away from the things that you think are good for you. And, I need to buy the next handbag, which is Gucci and Armani. No, all of these things don't help. Keep away from social media. Don't do too much from social media. And try to find your peace in Mother Nature. Go for a walk. Interact with nice people who make you feel good. That's the balance. That's where we should be heading from day to day. And self-healing too. I think meditation's a fantastic thing. Self-healing, learn how to self-heal and work on yourself daily. That's it really. I put this down here because I want to say thank you guys. This week's been an amazing week. We're busy here wrapping and packing. As you can see, wrapping and packing. And it's going great, so I just want to say thank you. What I decided to do this morning, was to put a little tiny crystal that I've worked on into these little bags. And anybody who makes a purchase on markbajerski.com, look at this beauty. Look at that one. That there is what you call a natural aquamarine. So I've just gone through my crystal collection and just popped a little crystal in one of these. So for everyone from today that you start buying, we're going to start putting a little worked crystal that I've worked on for many hours as a gift to say thank you. I don't know how long it's going to last, but I've banged maybe 30 or 40 or 50 crystals in there. So you'll receive one of these from today if you make a purchase on markbajerski.com, just to say thank you, because I can now, because everything's going really well because of you. I've been reading all your messages, by the way. I can only say thank you because they're absolutely beautiful. I'm working on the Moldavite book, as you all know, and that's really interesting. Some of your questions are fabulous, so I'm answering them today, and hopefully in the next few weeks you'll see Moldavite on the shelves or online or on my website, and it's going to be an amazing spiritual uplifting book. That's it really. I'm a little bit tired, as you can all see, because I just got back from Ibiza and it was a morning flight, so I was exhausted. So I still wanted to make you all a video this morning to say thank you with my hand on my heart. I really mean it. Thank you guys. Yeah, you like this one? You like it? Look at it. Isn't it beautiful? This is the Stone of Forgiveness. It's called Cavansai. It's one of my favourites. So, have a great day, guys. Love you all. Take care. And from my heart to your heart, have a beautiful day. Stay in the light.